still allowed. He's like, what the fuck?
Ow, it's spitting in my eye.
The first carry for DeAndre Washington. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
No, that's what I said when you get older.
Carr to throw after the play fake to Lynch. Buying time to his left.
Oh, Paul Richardson Jr.? That nigga's fast as shit.
Oh my god, bro. Like, I am. Ooh. Shoo, shoo, shoo.
And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
I'm about to play my league game right now.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. And Marquell Lee with a stop defensively.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They'll try and throw for it with Taylor. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Raider D, they get the football back. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 right at the 30. Now after the INT, it's Carr being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep back, and that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
What are you talking about, you?
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Now the first carry for Marshawn Lynch. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, here's Carr. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
That grounding call could very well doom this drive. We'll see. They'll try again here, 3rd and goal. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Intended that time for
I like
Cooper.
that call, bro.
Well, Brendan, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Moves like how they make them move. He moves mad. He moves like a regular old head.
After the interception, here's Taylor. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
You're not home?
Well, one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield,
I already made it.
Opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver.
I already went to your house. You're not there.
Nice job defensively.
Nigga, I just went to your house, bro. You're not there, nigga.
Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
You at the what?
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now Taylor on 1st down. Well, he stays up. Forced, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Shit.
On 2nd down, Taylor throwing right side. That's complete to Marius Thomas. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred,
I hate having to play my favorite team, son.
Cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put him on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Calvin fucking Ridley with a touchdown.
So he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
Shoo.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this 1st quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a 2nd time. They come out here in the eye.
Back for 2. Slow.
And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
That work, and you would have still ended up where you would have been if you would have just taken it.
And Dawson's kick is good. And the Cardinals have the 1st points. It's 3-0. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Make sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Short boot, take it at the 21. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line.
Well, that seems a little devil-may-care there, doesn't it? They gave up 3 points, but how about them coming right back and putting themselves in a position to get points of their own?
6-18.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into Arizona territory. A big play that time for the Raiders. 44 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Garden, Charles. first down. The run with Lynch. Oh, he bowls over him. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll run for it with Lynch. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Marshawn Lynch, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Hard to rush it, though.
Tavecchio now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Could fucking stop, bro.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game, the effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage. I really liked what he did there.
On 3rd down, Taylor. He's got Green. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Again, it's Bell. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now it's Taylor setting up the receiver screen here to Thomas. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. A give to Bell. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Marcus Gilchrist there to bring him down. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would touchdown, Cardinals. Le'Veon Bell, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals are in for 6. So they went to the ground game on 3rd, hoping to pick up the 1st. They also picked up a touchdown. Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having to pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, 3rd down. They don't care that it's 3rd and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up because I haven't met offensive linemen yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house. Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get into that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
They start the drive with Lynch. breaks through him.
Oh, man, right through him.
And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. Tackle made there by Josh Bynes. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. More from the desert after this. On play action, now Carr. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
6-18.
They go play action here on first down. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Amari Cooper, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. And he'll bang that one through. Tavecchio now to kick this one away.
I just got Amari Cooper back, man.
That's fielded in the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So out now come the Cardinals. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod. And you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul.
Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Lets it go for Nelson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Jordy Nelson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Tavecchio now to kick this one away.
Every 2 fucking plays.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some time.
See what happens.
Man, that's in the middle of the field like that. What the fuck?
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cardinals. Christian Kirk, 82 yards. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability. Dawson able to connect on the extra point. And it's now 21-17.
Who the fuck is this nigga fucking Colvin?
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D.
Look at me like that, like I
taking
did
it to 14 here. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
All right, get set, fellas. Well, Jumbo.
Now on first down, it's Washington again. And brought down, but not before they're
And you make it all that noise.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On first, here's Washington. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On second down, here's Taylor. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. To throw is Taylor on third down. And he's got Gresham. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now a first down carry by Bell. So he got 3 on 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Slow.
They'll go again with Bell. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. The Cardinals on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Green's got it over the middle. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. They're going on 4th down. It's Taylor. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Johnson. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Give them 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Caught by Nelson left side. And he takes it down deep into Arizona territory. A gain of 32 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield, but when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory. When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type that he's trying to make.
And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Marshawn Lynch with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. To Vecchio now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
All them tackles after that. That's amazing.
He got 29 yards that time.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I did. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
Taylor.
Fucking Madden for that drunk, so like you really know what these niggas are doing.
Both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Steps away to his left, and he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. He's going to air one out. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Raider D, they get the football back. That's another mistake.
What league are you playing?
Pass on 4th, and we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example.
Marshawn Lynch, you dead.
It boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
It's quacky.
Yeah. Now Carr throwing on 2nd down.
Now safety
He's
can
going to
catch
look
up
deep
on
down
deep
the
ball
field.
passes in this game. That's amazing.
I saw still caught that shit, but I don't.
2nd down, couldn't connect.
Hit
Now
Bert.
it's 3rd.
Wow. I'm not getting hit, Lynch.
On the deep ball.
I'm not jacking
Secondary's
that. I
had
don't like
its
how they try to
struggles
take
this
you out.
entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Carr to throw. Going deep here for Bryant. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series. And
he's going to be intercepted a third time.
Oh, my
God. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Looking deep, and he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jamar Taylor. Cooper was the intended target.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Here's Bell. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Call it a gain of 2 as time has run out on this third quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the fourth and final quarter. The give is to Bell, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Right?
Now, after the completion,
right?
we're going to get a timeout, an injured player.
Man down.
While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Get him the fuck out of here.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Buying time to his left. And no, it's incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on fourth down. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position.
White Monday, there we go. Hey, 7:34.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going deep here for Bryant. And it drops down.
Did he really just try to one-hand that shit?
Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
Sometime in this fourth quarter, someone on defense is going to have to step up and force a turnover.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Come on. You like it.
Now a play fake. Carr.
What's up?
Going deep here for Bryant. So the long attempt falls
What?
and it brings up third.
Oh,
the strong windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here,
I'm gonna pull that shit again.
You come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field going through that one.
They got people back there.
Here's Carr.
Oh, there's a receiver right there.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. This to make it a 3-score game late. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. So now from a defensive perspective, they might still have a pulse.
Yeah, that probably would have sealed their fate, but now they're still within 2 scores.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. Didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? that was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own side.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. Looking deep for Demarius. Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. And that one results in 35 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around to make a play on the football.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Muscles him off. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Taylor will throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try to find something. There's nothing available.
Oh, bro, shut up, bro.
Being chased out left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Marquell Lee in there to drop him. It'll be a loss of about 8. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 13.
Fucking miss a field goal because of this guy.
They'll start on the ground with Lynch. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Carr to throw after the play fake to Lynch. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. It got his man complete. They give him a gain of 38.
3rd and short, and you're just trying to pick up a 1st down. Maybe run the football, throw a little short route. Pretty gutsy maneuver there. They took that thing downtown, and it paid off.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 41. Carr now on 1st down.
Listen to everything I love, bro. All you gotta do
and he takes it down deep into Arizona territory.
Yeah, that's what I did against the Bears.
And it's like every time I hit one nigga on this nigga team, they just eat the tackle, bro. Like,
what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
This nigga
A
whole
good
team
chance
break
now to
every
put
tackle
this
I
game
hit them
on
with,
ice.
boy.
This is 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Washington. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
All the way up
Able to
here
stay
and
in
through the
bounds, and
ball
the
like
clock
that.
keeps rolling, and this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Marshawn Lynch, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tavecchio now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now Taylor to throw on second down. Taylor hit. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here on the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point. But being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. They get it to him running left. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to third and goal.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a third one.
Yeah, now from this spot on third down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. And they won't run a play here, no victory formation. They will indeed try to get 3 more. Tavecchio puts this one through, and that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And some space here. Broken tackle there for Nelson. There he goes, left side.
Wow, no one could catch that nigga. That's
hilarious. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Now Taylor going to lead his guys up to go for 2. One last shot for Taylor, and that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
I just tell you, I don't let the niggas score. I got the niggas doing all
offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Raiders, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. Meanwhile, for Arizona, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they will try to turn it around next week as they head down to Carson for a matchup with the LA Chargers.